Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for all you guys born in the year of the snake. So let's get this shuffled up here on Reptile Wednesday, or Karmic Wednesday, because the dragon and the snake, they are on a Wednesday, and they are the karmic duo. They are the pair that make up the yin and yang, the snake being the black negative feminine side, either or, I suppose, and the dragon being the white positive masculine side, or sign, I guess. Anyway, let's get this shuffled up for you snakes today, and let's see how the week has been for you. Let's just get this there, and we'll go one from the bottom, one from the middle, one from the top. What have we got? We have got two blacks and a white. Okay, as I always try to remind people, black doesn't always mean an attack and white doesn't always mean all right. It's about the compatibility underneath. And today, my unfortunate snaky peoples, we've got that emotional horse coming in. The horse and the snake do not have a very good relationship with each other. They don't, unfortunately. So that is one of these times when the black is actually a negative card for you as a snake. I think this has probably got something to do with emotional stuff, like an emotional strain, or basically something maybe you feel trapped by. Maybe you feel trapped. You want to be free. You want to feel adventure. You want to feel excited. You want to feel like you've got something to look forward to. But you haven't, or you don't, or the things that you have aren't really inspiring that kind of feeling. Maybe it's a case of you're just not understanding, what's going on, or who you're talking with. They're not able to comprehend you, or you're not able to comprehend them. So the communication is off a little bit. A lot of people say that communication is key, but it's not. Communication is not key. Communication is a lock, like a padlock. Comprehension is the key that unlocks the lock. Do you understand what I'm saying? Where if you don't comprehend what somebody is saying, if you don't understand or get what somebody is saying, then you can communicate all day long, but you're never going to break through. You're never going to get in. You're never going to get your foot in the door or open up that sort of space to have a decent conversation. Communication is a great tool when it comes to relationships, friendships, working with people. Communication works for humans. It's worked for, since the beginning of time. Communication is definitely important, but comprehension, the understanding of somebody, that is equally, if not more so important, because if you don't understand what somebody is saying, then they may as well be speaking a different language to you. You're not going to understand them, and therefore the message is lost. How they feel is neglected. How they're trying to express themselves doesn't get through. And I think that's potentially what it is. Maybe not a lack of communication, just a lack of comprehension. You just don't understand, what's happening right now between this person, that person, this thing, or whatever it is that you're going through. A lack of understanding. I think really in the sort of compatibility between the horse and the snake, the problem that we have here is that they're both very intuitive in different ways, and that opposite is stretching you out a little bit to two ends of a room where you want to go left, but you're being pulled right. And if you were to start walking right, you'd feel like you need to go left, like you're being divided, like you need to make a choice or a decision, but there isn't one to make. It's a very peculiar place to be, I imagine, where you feel like you've lost something, or you've walked out of a room and you've forgotten something, or, you're patting your pockets going, hang on a second, I'm missing something here. But maybe you're actually not. Maybe there is nothing that you're missing. Maybe you just feel that way because, again, you're wanting adventure. You're wanting to get out there. Maybe you're just bored. Maybe you're bored of just sitting around. Maybe it's time for you to, make a change, make some changes. Maybe, I don't know, try to be less withdrawn and a little bit more outgoing and optimistic about the idea of going out and meeting people or doing something that's a little bit different. I think that's the problem here. You're stuck in your ways so much that change actually becomes daunting and you don't like it. Oh, not another. See, that is another not good card for the snake people, because monkeys and snakes, they don't get along either. And again, in this kind of compatibility, it comes down to the fact that they're not understanding each other. They find it hard to communicate and trust each other. They find it hard to, I don't know, open up about stuff between each other. It's a very kind of hard relationship between the monkey and the snake. But that, again, is a negative monkey in the black. And the monkey's always kind of been a sign or a symbol of self-care, selfishness, and looking out for yourself and basically doing what you want to do. What do you want to do, snake people? What do you want to do? What is it that makes you happy? What's going to bring you joy? What's going to make things okay, even if temporary, even if it's just for a day, even if it's for less than that, just an hour? What is going to make you happy for an hour? Maybe try it. Maybe do it. You know? The monkey's a very intelligent sign. It's very tricksy. It's very hard to put the compatibilities there because they're very likable creatures, whereas the snake and the monkey don't necessarily get on. It's not necessarily a really bad card because even though you're incompatible, a snake is still likely to be okay with a monkey, and a monkey is still okay to be with a snake. It's just deep down they're never really going to be able to trust each other. Monkeys aren't very trustworthy people, or at least even if they are trustworthy or you could trust them, a lot of signs don't trust them or choose not to trust them. The snake is one of those said signs. They don't necessarily trust monkeys and they don't necessarily get along with them. And I think right now times are hard because you're conflicted with what you got to get done and all the things that you need to do, but the stuff that you actually want to do. Instead of sitting there and, you know, having to do housework, you want to go for a walk down the beach. Then go for a walk down the beach. You know, instead of having to do all the chores or the stuff that makes you miserable, maybe try and find at least an hour just to do something that you want to do. Hey, that's a better sign for you. There we are. Yeah, see, the ox is coming in there. You need to have some patience and some time to kind of, I don't know, slow down and take a moment. Take a moment to, I suppose, reflect. That ox is in your affinity triangle. We are going to do a video on that triangle of thinkers next. That is going to be our next video on affinity triangles. Not the next video after this one, because that would be the horse, I think. It will be the next video in the series of the affinity triangles. It is a thinker card. It is your compatible sign there, that ox. It's there as a friend, as an ally. I think what it is now is you need to be respecting yourself. You need to have more love for yourself. You need to set yourself that, as I say, set yourself in the direction of, okay, I can get this stuff done. I can do these things and work through this stuff without having to have excitement in my life. But I'm dedicated in and bloody sure that I am going to go and get some excitement in my life. You don't have to. You could ignore it, but I think that ox is trying to slowly urge you into, like I say, respecting yourself a little bit more, taking a break, having a break, relaxing, reflecting, thinking about things and thinking things through. I think with that ox card there, you're going to start feeling more comfortable as the week goes on, because again, if you do start to embrace this, and you do think, okay, I'm going to go to the beach, I'm going to go for a drive, I'm going to book a holiday, I'm going to go and see some friends, I'm going to go out to the pub, I'm going to do something that makes me happy. Slowly but surely, it's going to bring you back around and you're going to feel more up and you're going to feel more you and you're going to feel more, I don't know, optimistic about life, I suppose. And that's hard for a snake, not in a bad way. I don't mean to offend you. It's just, you do tend to look at things on a more negative side of things. You do look at things in a more negative way, which is okay, because there needs to be balance in the universe, and you are the negative karmic sign, and that's fine. It's just, I think, really, you should kind of, instead of accept your fate and say, well, this is just my life now, we'll just have to get on with it, break the mold and say, well, actually, no, I don't have to get on with it. I don't have to do it this way. I can do it a different way, and you can be stubborn with that, like the ox, who is far more compatible with you than the horse and the monkey. In this example, I would listen to the ox and just slowly start to transition from working all the time or putting yourself down all the time or exhausting yourself all the time to just take an hour a day. There's 24 hours in a day. You can find one to do something that brings you joy or happiness or contentment or just a little bit of a distraction from everyday life. And we'll find out next week how you guys get on, won't we, when we do another reading for the snake people. I'll be back tomorrow with a reading for the horse and the sheep people. So if I don't see you then for that, I will see you next week, next Wednesday, when we come back for a reading for those snaky peoples. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.